did that transition happen for you? Was it challenging?
I won't lie, that was indeed challenging. That was pivotal.
So at the ground level, did you notice a gap between strategy and execution?
In strategy, you make difference through analysis. Here, you make difference to your relationship with the stakeholder. So altogether, it's a very different and challenging experience.
What are the soft skills that one must have in order to succeed in the field of sales and marketing per se?
Patience, your availability, and be transparent in your communication.
Ma'am, what advice would you give to young mothers out there who are returning after childcare leave to their jobs?
Setbacks are bound to happen. You will get self-doubt, but what matters is doing the thing consistently. It's not about doing the things perfectly.
Who are those women in your life, who have shaped you and your perspective towards things, towards difficult situations?
See, my first icon is my mother. Organization, my RM, Mandira Basak. She is a lady with principle, ethics, and honestly, I learn a lot from her.
Welcome to another inspiring episode of HP Unplugged, where we are celebrating the exceptional women leaders of our organization. I am Trisha, Officer PRCC, and it is a great privilege to introduce you to Miss Shweta Rokde. A distinguished professional since 2008, she has mastered the balance between high-level strategy and ground-level execution. For over a decade, she led key initiatives in corporate planning, strategy and business development, coordinating with administrative ministries and shaping our long-term perspective plan and capex management for capital-intensive projects. In the year 2021, she transitioned to the LPG SBU, handling sales and marketing and delivering immediate record-breaking results. Under her leadership, the Mumbai 3 sales area crossed the 1 lakh APU sales mark for the first time, with one distributor registering 50,000 APU sales in a single month, a first across pan-India. Currently, serving as a Senior Manager Marketing and CSC at the Pune LPG Regional Office, she continues to redefine operational excellence. Under her guidance, the region reduced average complaint resolution time from 3.7 days to just 1.4 days, a testament to her commitment to customer service. So please join me in welcoming the exceptional Miss Shweta Rokde. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Trisha.
A very warm welcome to this special episode of HP Unplugged. We are truly honored to have you with us today, and we are looking forward to having an insightful discussion with you.
Thank you, Trisha.
So, ma'am, if we start right from the beginning, you began your career in HPCL with corporate planning, strategy and business development, and later you transitioned to LPG sales and marketing. So, could you please walk us through your journey and also tell us some of the key initiatives that you were proud to be a part of in corporate planning, strategy and development?
I started my journey in 2008 with Corporate Strategy Planning and Business Development Department at Petroleum House. And most of my early career, I was posted there only. That posting was really enriching, and that gave me a 360-degree overview of energy sector. I had an opportunity to work with administrative departments, administrative ministries, government bodies, and I was involved in capex preparation and monitoring, and most importantly, the short-term and long-term HPCL plan, corporate plan, and its implementation roadmap. That experience taught me how your vision translate into a execution or meaningful structure. Then coming from an background where strategy, you are shaping a strategy, and you have got the opportunity to work with consultants, cross-functional teams. You are also monitoring capital incentive projects of HPCL. There you can experience how board level discussions, they come out, become investment proposal, and ultimately become the physical asset on ground. So that experience, seeing the strategy taking a meaningful shape, is really fulfilling. And see, strategy is about execution. A project is about commitment, and execution is character. So when strategy takes shape and it evolve into a meaningful asset of the company, so that fulfilling experience I get to experience in that my posting, and that experience of mine I still carry at my field level executions.
So as you said, key strategy is all about preparedness, and you also saw a lot of projects, coming to complete execution and ground. It was very fruitful. So from corporate planning, strategy, and business development, you transitioned into LPG sales and marketing, and over there you were handled responsibilities related to on-ground project executions. So at the ground level, did you notice a gap or various challenges that you had to face, and a gap that you noticed between strategy and execution?
When you have a shift from strategy, you are working in a corporate environment and suddenly you are on field. That shift itself is very challenging and transformative. In strategy, you are working with the data, you are working with stakeholder, and you are analyzing the data, and mostly your outcomes are long term. But when you are working in field, you are working with people, your outcomes are almost instant. Outcomes are people centric, and impact is also instant. So, and the feedback you get is also instant, it's not long term. As far as human aspect is concerned, when you are working in strategy department or when you are working in a corporate environment, you have a certain set of people who have that certain set of mindset. But that's not a case when you deal with people who are in field. They are distributors, they are entrepreneurs, they have different mindset. You are working with 25, 26 distributor. Everybody will come with their different ideas, with their different mindsets. You are in strategy, if your numbers are mismatch, you revisit your data. But if your sales figures are mismatch, you have to get back to distributor. Here in strategy, you make difference through analysis or analytics, through numbers. Here you make difference to your relationship with the stakeholder. So altogether, it's a very different and challenging experience. Here you need to be there 24/7 for your distributor. You need to be on field, you need to engage with them, you need to understand their problems. That was not a case in strategy department. See, that transition was not easy for me, because when you are in sales, you can't keep your phone on silent mode. That's a fact. You get calls from police, you get calls from rationing, you get leakage calls at any time of the day, be it night till 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. So that transition, and for being a young mother, that was very difficult for me. But see, if you want to achieve something or you want to come out as a strong individual, you have to let go that barriers. Transition comes when you come out of the shell. So that's what I also adopted. And I think I have managed pretty well.
Yes, ma'am, that's true. And my next question would be, what are the soft skills that one must have in order to, succeed in the field of sales and marketing per se, as per you?
See, we have to understand one thing. Working in strategy and working on field is totally different. They are distributors or stakeholders. They are entrepreneurs. They are into this business before you and I were born. So I need not teach them how to do the business because they know it better than me. Working with them taught me you need to have the patience to deal with them, because everybody come from different background. You have to understand their problems patiently, listen to them. That's what they want. Be available for them 24/7. See, mere fact that you are responding to their queries, you are picking up their calls, that makes a hell lot of difference for them. Madam is responding, she is concerned about my problems, she knows how to address them, and she is there for me. That's the only thing they want. So patience, your availability, and be transparent in your communication. See, you are assigning them some target. If you don't have any clarity about your target, how will you give them the target? There should be transparency in communication, and you be strict, but at the same time be fair. So I think these are the qualities that matters most when you are dealing with the distributors at ground level.
You're absolutely right, ma'am. Acceptance and respect goes a long way, and it creates a layer of trust which, helps to achieve tasks in a much smoother manner. Now, this transition came when you returned back from your childcare leave, and then you were also put in a functionally new environment where you were supposed to handle a large team. So how did that transition happen for you? Was it challenging? And how did you manage it on, personal and professional fronts?
I won't lie, that was indeed challenging. That was pivotal, and that was transformative also. That transformation completely changed me as an individual. See, I was kind of a person who was not comfortable giving my phone number to Sabzi Wala and Dhobi also. But now my number is in every distributorship. So you just imagine from a person who is shy, who is to herself, and suddenly she is free in the field and she is interacting with the distributors. So that was like coming out of my comfort zone, and that was challenging because at the same time I was also recalibrating my priorities as a young mother. My child also needed me, and at the same time pressure was also intense because I was handling largest sales area of Mumbai region. Pressures were intense, expectations were high because I had come with that tag of experience with me, 12 years, 13 years of experience with me. So expectations were quite high for me. But I mostly relied on three aspects: prepare yourself, then be consistent, and be transparent. See, there is no harm in asking anyone if you don't know anything. I never shied. I genuinely trust building relationships. So I build my relationships, be it my colleagues or be it my stakeholders. And in that my transition, I would say my supervisor, my colleagues, they also helped me a lot. Because when you are working in a all-woman RO, every woman has her different perspective. They were at different stages of their life. So when you are going to RO and you are interacting with them, half of your burden is gone. And let me tell you, we used to have a blast at RO. Means that was so open communication. So I'm really thankful for my supervisor and intern HPCL for giving me such an opportunity. And like I said, if you want to do something or if you want to achieve something, you have to come out of your shell. Though it was challenging, but yes, it was much needed, I think, because that really shaped my career, and I evolved as an individual in that process.
Ma'am, what advice would you give to young mothers out there who are returning after childcare leave to their jobs, who are what you could say, who are dealing with multiple thoughts? What would you say to them?
I had also gone through that phase. You need not be perfect, because you can't be a perfect mother, wife, or employee at the same time. Setbacks are bound to happen. You will get self-doubt. But what matters is doing the thing consistently. It's not about doing the things perfectly. It's about doing the thing consistently and prioritize your things. Do important things first. Don't let that perceptions or whatever people are saying or whatever negative things you are hearing about yourself, that overcome you. Because you are the only person who understands yourself better. So come out of that, have a self-belief, and just go on. Consistency is the key.
Consistency is the key. That's a great advice, ma'am. So if we move back to LPG sales and marketing, you had several notable milestones and achievements under your belt. Could you please tell us about them?
The most significant achievement I remember during my tenure as a sales officer handling Mumbai 3 sales area, we achieved 1 lakh APU sales and one particular distributor costing 50,000 in a single month. It's not the case that nobody could have achieved it before I come, or that was an impossible thing to achieve. But what makes difference, when you make distributor accountable, when they know their every action counts. See, distributors were like, ma'am, it won't scale. And I was like, just give it a chance, let's see. They were hesitant. मैं करके क्या ही कर लूँगा, that kind of attitude. But if you say them, your contribution matters. Your single contribution can bring laurels to the RO. So you need to continuously engage with them. You have to make them accountable. You may have to make them understand how their contributions are valuable. Even if it's a small contribution, but that makes a huge difference. And that happened. I monitored their performance, and they also came to me. They also told their whatever challenges they are facing. And eventually that scaled through, and that happened. And coming to Pune RO, when I joined there, complaint was a biggest issue, because Pune RO that received highest volume of complaints pan India. Not pan India topper, but first three. It's in top 3. When I joined Pune LPG RO, their average complaint resolution time was 3.7 days. And we were given a target to reduce it to 1.5 days. So I was really startled. What is stopping distributors from achieving that target? So I realized that achieving that target needs complete shift of mindset. Because see, Mumbai and Pune are two different geographies. Here Mumbai is highly urbanized, and Pune, there you will get all kind of distributors. Shahari, Gramin, Durgam, Kshetri and all. So they are the distributors who are not tech savvy. They don't know much about technology. So the challenge started from sitting with them, making them understand what the system is, resolving their issues. So earlier I said mindset change. So they were approaching complaints as nuisance. So my first stance was, don't look at complaint like it's just a number. Take it as a signal. Take it as your feedback and improvement. See, not getting complaints doesn't mean your distributorship is working fine. In fact, you should get the complaints. Otherwise, how would you improvise? The real problem of the customer is not the complaint, is the response time. If they are getting the timely response, then their half of the issues are resolved. So we made a system, we monitored, we made distributors accountable, and we prepared dashboards, and we tracked the progress, and eventually that started coming down, and now that has come to 1.4, which itself is I think it's a big achievement for RO like Pune. And now the present situation is I need not do anything. I just have to put a mail in the morning regarding complaints, and rest will be done at the distributor's end.
That's so great to hear, ma'am. And so you approached complaints not as harassments or nuisance. You tried to understand what is the pain point and you solved it. So which has reduced the time from 3.7 to 1.4 days, and that's a big feat, ma'am. So my next question is, as an area sales manager, what is that one lesser discussed problem that women face when they come to on ground jobs that you also faced, and how are you as a leader addressing it?
I think the problem is not capability. The problem is visibility. The women are not that visible on the field they are supposed to be. See, policies are gender neutral, but at a time they don't feel like. There are, being women, we have few barriers, we have constraints, we have physical constraints as well. So if I am a leader, I would suggest have a structural planning, have a plan visit. Women may have mobility constraint, but we can address them by having structural planning, like I said, and providing them a inclusive environment, all inclusive environment, and they should feel safe. There are some odd hour traveling also, but sometimes your job demands that you need to travel in odd hours, but that can also be reduced. Moreover, as a woman, I think when my presence is normalized, when people used to see me, I am working in a field, and that's normal for them. See, this is a woman and she is working, that's normal. It's not something ki, I would say, used to seeing women doing something on the field, or is on the field and doing the job which were supposed to be male dominated. So when everything gets normalized, then people's perception will change. That's what I think. And let your actions speak louder than words. Let your capability overcome your perceptions. See, when you perform, that labels or stereotypes, they automatically fade. When stakeholders see you are giving results, and your efforts and your consistency is showing results, so automatically they start to accept you. More and more young officers should be encouraged to work on field, and they should be counseled, they should be motivated. See, if at this juncture of my career, if I can step into the sales, why can't young officers who are just joined the corporation? So they should take it as a challenge. That's what I think.
Yes, ma'am, that's a great advice. And since sales and marketing is a very dynamic but also one of the most stressful jobs, so what do you do in your free time, to take that stress off?
Honestly, I don't get much time because I am a mother to two children, and one is in 9th and other is 7th. So I am most of the times I am occupied. But yeah, I do listen to music. I have passion for dancing. So I pursue my hobbies, that music and dancing, and I manage my stress. The main thing is you should not get stress overcome you. And with my experience, I don't let that overcome me. That much maturity I have got now.
That's great to hear, ma'am. So, lastly, we believe that strong women build strong women. So, who are those women in your life, who have shaped you and your perspective towards things, towards difficult situations?
See, my first icon is my mother. She got married at very young age. She was not even 18 when she got married. And by the time, we are 3 siblings, by the time we all were born, she was 21. I have a twin, so you can understand why 3. Before we were born, she was doing job. Not, you won't say that is a proper job, but she was doing something. She was she was doing that sewing, and she had a passion for singing also. But when responsibility got over her, so she left all that. But I saw her evolving as a strong woman. She managed home, she managed her responsibilities, and at the same time she took care of her studies as well. And my father used to burden her with every work, honestly. But she escaped to all that very efficiently. And today also she is managing everything. So from her I learned how to manage the stress, how to manage the things, and how to manage your family. So she is my first and foremost icon, I would say.
And someone that you would want to mention from the organization?
Organization, there are many, but the women I have worked with, like I said, my RM, Mandira Basak. She is a lady with principle, ethics, and honestly I learned a lot from her. When I was posted in Mumbai LPG region, I was new to LPG. But she never let that affect my performance, or she never let that affect me. You will learn, everything will fall in place, everything will fall in place. And I was also struggling with my personal issues, being young mother. But the kind of support she offered me during that time, and kind of mentorship she provided, that was truly inspiring, and I cherish it till date.
Your journey has been truly inspiring, ma'am. Thank you so much for doing this exclusive interview with us for HP Unplugged.
Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you for taking us through your remarkable journey and for sharing your valuable insights with us. Your leadership, clarity of thought, and unwavering commitment to customer service leaves a lasting impression. To our viewers, thank you for being a part of this special episode of HP Unplugged. We hope the conversation resonated with you. Do share your thoughts in the comments below and join us as we celebrate the women leaders who continue to shape and strengthen HPCL, because she is HPCL. Until next time.